Hello, I'm James Morrow, and by God, it seems like some of you didn't get the memo. So, for those in the back who didn't hear the announcement the first time, let's make two very important points. One, the coronavirus pandemic, which locked you all into your homes for 2 years, shut your businesses, kept you out of church, your relatives isolated, and your kids schooling in the toilet, came from natural causes. Got that? Remember, a bat and a pangolin went on a date to a Wuhan wet market, had a few too many Qingdaos, and the rest is history. End of story. Number two, if you're a member of the media, you're absolutely not allowed to think differently on this subject, especially at the White House. What on earth am I talking about? Let's find out as we go busting the narrative. Well, all hell broke loose Tuesday in the White House briefing room when none other than Dr. Anthony Fauci dropped by to answer a few questions from the press, ably assisted by the hostess with the mostess, Karine Pierre. Have a look at what happened when Daily Caller reporter Diana Glebova had the temerity, the audacity, and the sheer bad taste to ask Dr. Fauci about the question which must not be asked. Where did COVID come from?
Alex, don't be disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. Hold on. No, wait, I did not call on you, Stephen. Go ahead, Alex, you're next.
Gosh, she didn't look happy there. And she was even less happy when Glebova kept trying to ask her a question. I mean, what the hell did she think this was? A press conference? Honestly.
Dr. Fauci, only 13% of...
Hold on one second. We have a process here. I'm not calling out on people who yell. And you're being disrespectful to your colleagues, and you're being disrespectful to our guests. I will not call on you if you yell, and also you're taking time off the clock because Dr. Fauci has to leave in a couple of minutes. I'm done. I'm not getting into a back and forth with you. Go ahead, Jeremy.
At this point, you would have thought that other members of the press corps would have said something, you know, being fellow journalists and all, demanding that her fair questions be answered. But no, it took Simon Ateba from Today News Africa to stand up for free speech, and well done, sir.
Dr. Fauci,
but she's
only
asking a great question.
You're not being me. Go ahead,
She's asking a valid question. You ask your question, you should allow her to ask a question.
Jeremy,
She asked a valid question,
Jeremy,
Dr. Fauci, on the origin of COVID-19.
It is not your turn.
No,
It is not your turn.
You can't on the same people. That's the thing. You can't read a press briefing. You need to call from people across the room. She has a valid question. She's asking about the origin of COVID-19.
I hear the question.
And Dr. Fauci is the best person to answer
I hear your question, but we're not doing this the way you want it. This is a disrespectful. It is. I'm done. Simon, I'm done. Simon, I'm done. I'm done with you right now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're taking time away from your colleagues. Go ahead.
Only 13% of adults have gotten...
Instead, though, journalists like NBC's Mike Mamoli turned the whole situation around, suggesting that the real issue was that mean old Republicans had taken control of the House, and they might now start asking their own questions now that they've got control of the legislature.
Thank you, Dr.
How are you
Fauci.
preparing
Thank you.
for the likely
Thank
aggressive oversight from House Republicans, the new majority next year that they've been promising on some
Hold
of
on
these
one
very-
second. Dr. Jha is going to stay to take a couple more questions, but Dr. Fauci actually has to go. So,
The answer is, if there are oversight hearings, I absolutely will cooperate fully and testify before the Congress if asked. You may not know, but I've testified before the Congress a few hundred times, okay, over the last 40 years or so. So I have no trouble testifying. We can defend and explain and stand by everything that we've said. So I have nothing to hide.
Oh, really, Dr. Fauci? Look, since the start of the pandemic, the origins of the coronavirus have been one of those weird things you're not supposed to discuss. I mean, we're just supposed to believe that in the home of the Wuhan Institute of Virology, which had received funding from Dr. Fauci's National Institutes of Health, and where they did research on bat coronaviruses, well, the thing just emerged sua sponte from a local wet market. Sure, Dr. Fauci, I believe you, Millions wouldn't. Thanks for watching. I am James Morrow, and to support this channel, please like, share, and subscribe below. And I'll see you next week for more Busting the Narrative. Bye-bye.